Hello, everybody. If you're here in person or you're going to be watching this recording later, um, welcome to this Monday's meditation. Today's meditation, we're going to be looking at experiencing reality, experiencing this moment as it is. For everyone who's coming across this for the first time, my name is Steph Skupin, and I work with people who want to be clear in their lives and not get drawn into the stories, the many stories of individual and collective suffering, but instead find freedom and a sense of inner peace and a sense of space, and maybe some serenity in this sometimes quite crazy seeming, insane seeming world. And this meditation is a part of a 12-week series of an introduction to mindfulness meditations. In the last 8 weeks, we've spent sitting with the various flavors, really, of reality, the various sensations that we get in body and mind. So we started with just being, and then breathing, body emotions, body sensations, and then thoughts and emotions, and tension and movement. And so practicing to be attentive to all of those different facets of our lives allows us to feel alive within this reality. Because these are all different ways that we experience this reality, that we experience this moment right now. The sense of just being breathed is reality. And the sense of the body and its sensations is reality. It's the sensing of it. And the thoughts and emotions coming and going in any moment, they're real. The thoughts are not necessarily true all the time, but they're real. For as long as we experience them consciously, we hold them in a bigger frame and don't get drawn into the movie quality, into the story quality of it, believing all they are. Because when we get drawn into the story, we lose contact with that sense of being that grounds us in life, in reality, in this moment. And when we lose that, that's when we get drawn into what they call illusion. This getting further away from what is real, as mind, really entertains itself with past and future, with probabilities and with memories. And in the Hindu mythology, the sense of illusion, that dream state, is called Maya. And it is made up of interpretations of what is happening. And so these interpretations are subtle and they're fast. They're so fast. The moment you name a thing, it has already moved out of the real. It's still close to it, especially with what Byron Katie calls first generation names. When you look at a tree and you go, just tree, not going green tree, elm tree, oak tree, tree that throws leaves into my yards, but just tree is still really close to its essence. But the moment we move further away from it, we are no longer able to perceive the essence of that tree. So Eckhart Tolle says that the only place we can really experience reality is right now. So even if you follow your thoughts into the story of past and future, the attachment of that to that thinking and the experiencing of the resulting emotions and sensations, those are still happening in this moment. And so that's what reality means in spiritual terms. This moment, right now, that's real. And this is also the only place where we can ever be alive right now. Baron Katie brings it to an even more precise and radical focus. She says reality is now, and now, and now. The moment you say it, or the moment you think it, it's already gone. It's already past. It's already lost. So now is that absolute focus, that meticulous focus to what is happening right this moment. It's like that sharp edge of a blade, or the pinprick of a needle. It's there and here. And it's also a place of trust, because the mind wants to go into interpretation for a safety's sake. Oh, I know what this is. I can understand this. I can explain this. This is what it is. And in that explanation, the awareness of the actual moment again is lost. And to be meticulous in this, we really have to let go of each moment as quickly as we notice it. And we all know how easy it is to let go of anything when we practice meditation. And then letting go doesn't mean like don't have thoughts. Any thought, form, or sensation or emotion, it's part of the form that that moment takes. So today's meditation, we will just travel through this many facets of experience, and just be with any thought, any sensation, anything that comes up for that moment as it comes up. So sometimes it's the flow of breath, and sometimes it's a thought and just acknowledging it, watching it come and go. Sometimes it's sensation, sitting with it, and just maybe breathing through it, maybe watching it, and noticing the interpretations and the stories that the mind wants to bring in for each of those moments. Just notice now. That's reality. Okay, so let's get ready to meditate. The invitation is to sit easily and comfortably. Sit with the spine erect and the chest open. And if it feels safe and good and right, to close the eyes and start to become aware of the gentle rhythm of the breath. Noticing the quality of your rhythm of breath right now, without trying to influence it, without trying to make it any different than what it is right this moment. Becoming aware of the sensation of the breath, the sensation of the air flowing past the nostril and down the throat into the chest. The sensations of chest expanding, the skin, the ribs, the clothing. And exhalation. the next inhalation, follow the sensation, the trail of sensations all the way down to the feet. Becoming aware of the feet touching the floor, maybe touching each other. Maybe the sensation of shoes or socks or air on skin. And becoming aware of the inner body of the feet. And becoming aware of the ankles. The lower legs. Knees. Thighs. And becoming aware of the hips. Buttocks. Becoming aware of the lower abdomen. The region of stomach and liver. The chest. You might even become aware of the beating of the heart. Becoming aware of the shoulders. Arms, hands. And becoming aware of the length of the spine from the sits bones all the way to the base of the skull. Becoming aware of the throat. The face. Paying attention to the different facets of the face. The jaw. The tongue. The temples. The eyes. Maybe one at a time. the forehead, the top and the back of the head. Becoming aware of the whole body, the whole body. As you keep holding the body in your awareness, notice the breath and the sensations that travel from here to there. Might be an itch or a twitch. Maybe just a blink of the eyes. Gentle move of fingers. Maybe some sounds from your intestines. Maybe some shifting on your back. Just notice. Without interpretation, without changing it, without judgment. Just watch with interest. A white wave of thinking arises. Maybe you even get drawn away from presence. Just notice that. Notice the images, sensations, emotions. Notice if mind wants to explain, interpret. Maybe a crawling sensation becomes an ant in your imagination, or a mosquito. Maybe a sense of restlessness becomes the thought that dinner still needs to be cooked. Something needs to still be tidied up. Just watch. Becoming aware of the chair or the surface you're sitting on. Becoming aware of the sense of space, your environment. Maybe there are noises, sounds. Maybe there is a sense of air moving. Maybe there is a sense of silence. Stillness. Just be aware of it. Every time you notice that thoughts have taken awareness away from this moment, allow yourself to just notice and gently bring the awareness back to the breath, sensations of the body. Just paying meticulous presence, meticulous attention to the body. Any sensation, any sense without interpretation. Just notice. Notice the subtleties of smell. The light falling on your eyes and there is any sound that it might translate to sensation, temperature. Notice if your mind wants to start to interpret, judge. And just notice. Allowing yourself to be hypnotized by the gentle rhythm of breath. Awareness that the breath happens. You don't consciously have to breathe. Noticing the pause at the end of the inhalation and the end of the exhalation. Without consciously holding the breath. Just seeing if by gently bringing attention to that moment of stillness, it would expand. Expand to incorporate your being. Being breathed. Being embodied. Being alive. And aware in that stillness. Bring your attention back to your feet. The legs, thighs, hips. Becoming aware of the abdomen, the chest, the shoulders, arms, and hands. The spine, throat, face, and head. Becoming aware of the whole body, the whole body. Embodying awareness. And becoming aware of the chair or surface you're sitting on and the environment you're in. And take a deep breath in and breathe out. And once again, taking a deep breath in And as you breathe out slowly and gently in your own time, open the eyes again. Thank you for practicing mindfulness and meditating. And the meditation, the invitation, as every week, is to practice just a few minutes, or maybe even 20 minutes, or maybe even listening to this every day as you have time this week. Just practicing being in this reality, really noticing the facets of it. And have a good rest of your day. And I hope to see you next week.